morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Good morning.
Morning, good afternoon.
How are you this morning, sweetie?
Tired. It's a Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah, it's definitely a Monday. For sure. I debated whether or not to go on camera. I decided not to. Because it is a Monday. And I have to do a quick shout out to my kiddo because my kiddo is turning 21 today. So,
Oh,
Adger Badger, if you're out
birthday.
there listening, probably not. He's probably asleep. But happy birthday, honey.
Day.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's definitely a Monday. There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
How is everybody in the chat this morning? Let's see. Mark the Infinitely Tired is here, of course, because he's infinitely tired and he's always here. Nicole the Blind Mage, good morning, sweetheart. Cavitano Trooper Che, good morning. He said he was watching Anna, Cecil, and Drunk 3PO at Harry Potter Land. I might have to check that out.
I like Harry Potter Land. It's cool.
Have you been there?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't think we even brought that up when we did theme parks the other day. I think we mentioned Universal, but I don't think we specifically delved into Harry Potter. I didn't know you'd been there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, but the theming is awesome.
Awesome. Let's see who else is hanging out with us. The Geek Inside, that's probably Mr. Hyde. Ha, I just love saying that. So good morning to you, Naughty Monkey O'Wrath. Good morning. Who else is hanging out with us, hon?
We've got Sven the Naked Nordic Ninja. Hey, good to see you, honey. We've got Dee Dee Myers, Lord Thoth, Paris. Welcome, guys. Jedi Bill. Hope you're feeling better, honey.
Oh, is he under the weather?
Yeah, poor Bill's feeling a little bit poorly at the moment, but we wish him well. So I hope you're feeling better, hon.
I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart.
We've got Martin Orlando. Let me scroll down. There we go. It jumped on me. We've got Darrahim63. Good morning. Good to see you. Colin P. Smith. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Colin.
Chris Persia. There he is. Who I think might have been the first.
I was going to say, was he first this morning?
I don't know. So if you were, congratulations, Chris. If you weren't, sorry.
If you weren't, that's okay.
We have got a Polynese Minion. Good to see you, Danny boy. Hey, good afternoon. Generalissimo Jefe, good morning. Clown World, hey, and Clown World.
Oh, Clown World, thank you.
Sticker. Let me grab the super sticker, see what it was. Thank you, sweetheart. And it's a one-up. Thank you. Good morning. Good to see you. And who else have we got? We've got.
Go ahead, hon.
We've got Psycho Dwarf 9. Good to see you.
Oh, the $2 super chat.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Late on paperwork.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Honey. I hate paperwork.
Setting up coffee for the DVs. Oh.
Oh, it's Monday, isn't it, Psycho Dwarf 9?
It's most definitely a Monday. I'm just going to see if there's anyone else we missed. But good morning, guys. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you all.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, there was an article that was just handed to me from Generalissimo Jefe. Ancient One, good morning.
Morning and brightest day. Good to see you guys. Welcome.
Good morning. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. I love our chat. But Generalissimo Jefe actually gave me the article. It was on Screen Rant, so take it with, whatever grain of salt you choose. But apparently, Patton Oswalt is, along with Hulu, developing a MODOK series for the streaming network.
So I'm guessing this is part of the MCU TV that's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
MODOK's a really weird one because it's a character that not a lot of people know by sight, but they don't really know the character. They just know that it's a big floating head. But this is supposed to be quite an adult animation, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the article. I mean, I didn't know it dated back as far as 1967.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and I was like, "Oh my gosh. Um wow. I didn't know that." But it was created by Stanley and Jack Kirby, so it can't be that bad. And yeah, Generalissimo Hefe, it's claymation. I think
Yes.
the gist I got of rather than it being claymation is more like yeah, animated Modoc. More like Robot Chicken.
Yes, that's kind of what it looked like having just seen the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Arkin 63 says Paranor's World, that could be very bad. Well, he's actually doing the voice of Modoc, so he will be the character himself. But it's got
Mm-hmm.
just kind of looking at the breakdown, it's got, as you say, Nathan Fillion, Bill Hader, John Hamm is in it.
Oh,
Uh,
I like John Hamm.
I like John Hamm. Patton Oswalt, John Daly. So
Wow.
pretty big cast.
It's a pretty big cast, yeah.
I think it runs for 10 episodes.
Oh my God. So, well, I might, if it's going to be adult, obviously we're not going to have the kiddos hanging around to
Mhm.
watch it. I mean, because Robot Chicken it's a little adult.
Yeah, that's the kind of humor that it seemed to be going for. Just seeing the trailer, it's kind of robot chicken. It's not kind of visceral humor or
Right.
or kind of adult that kind of way, but it just
Yeah.
seems to be, more tongue in cheek sort of humor.
Right. Right. So, I might give it a watch just to see. I mean, it is Dad, Capitan New Cavalry Trooper J would rather have Mojo. I think we all would, especially Mark the Infinitely Tired.
In the way anytime soon, is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to forgive Marvel for that one, to be honest. Chris Persia. What does Chris say?
It says a Murdoch series that nobody asked for, let alone Patton Oswalt. And why did they stick with Toby Jones, who played Murdoch in the MCU? Yeah.
Good
You know
point.
what? I completely forgot about Toby Jones. That's like,
I did too. Holy shit.
man. Good morning, Daddy. Good to see you. And yes, hashtag Mojo Matters. Yes, it does, Mark. You keep a hold of that idea.
Right? Oh, Steve, it's Steve Mitchum. That's Maddie's daddy.
Yes.
Good morning to Maddie. Mwah! Good morning, good morning, good morning. Andrew Stewart, good morning. Is
Guys,
Samantha still
welcome.
alive or has she passed away? I'm still here.
Still kicking.
I'm still kicking. Barely, but I'm kicking. I'm doing all kinds of shit today because it's my baby's birthday. So we've got a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of family in my house. Oh, give Maddie a hug for me, Steve. What a cutie. Ooh, I just want to squish her. Anyway, so this, I don't know. I may check out this Modoc series.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty much what we're doing with all of the Marvel series. We're going to watch the first episode, and if it's meh, just move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Because
pretty
I've
much.
pretty much given up with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Which I watched over the weekend.
Mm.
And I was like, it's exactly what Mark and Dave Bob said it would be. It's a buddy cop TV show. It was like watching Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, if that's the case, I'll just watch Lethal Weapon. I'll take Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
Yes. As much as I like, Sebastian Stan, he's cool, and I
I do
don't
too.
dislike the characters. I just think the whole series wasn't needed.
Right?
Maybe the case for quite a lot of these Marvel series. It's like you did it, but did anybody ask you for it?
No. So I have to agree with Chris. It's like the series nobody asked for, but yet here we're getting it again.
And I can't quite see how it's going to tie into Phase 4 or where it's going to go with that. So
yeah, I don't even remember it being listed under Phase 4.
Paris, it was so blah. Purple and Sammy didn't even reveal on Sunday. We weren't going to be honest. We talked about it, and if we do, we will probably talk about it on like the Monday show
Yeah.
here, just to give it a few minutes. But it's really not worth doing a whole show about.
No, it really isn't. It's just, it's like a 10-minute dealy, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Low expectations for the Loki series. Yes, I've got very low expectations for that now. I may watch the first episode, but then, nah.
Yeah. And that's a shame because up until WandaVision, that was one of the few ones that I was actually curious about, if not looking forward to. I was like, well, maybe they can't really go wrong with it, but it was a case of hold my beer.
Right. Capitano Cavalry Trooper. Still waiting for MCU Adam Warlock. I think we all are, to be honest.
Yes. You think he would have turned up by now, given what happened. But maybe he'll be brought back for Guardians 3. I can't see him being brought back for the Guardians Thor crossover.
No, I don't think so. I don't see how they would work it in.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Persia. That's Samantha Joe. The MODOK series might be subpart of Phase 4. Phase 42! We're dying to get that in there for Project Storytime, aren't we?
The answer to everything. But yeah, this MODOK one is one that kind of passed me by completely until you mentioned it, and then I had a look at the trailer and the cast.
Yeah.
It's like, probably not for me, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. I'll keep an open mind for it at least. But the show that I have been watching and was really surprised that I enjoyed over the weekend was Invincible.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you told me about this in the green room, and I hadn't seen hide nor hair of it, so I wrote it down. I've got it on my, massive Post-it note sticky things that are surrounding my computer at the moment. So, Invincible, and it's on Amazon.
It is, yeah, it's on Amazon. It's pretty much just been released. I think it's premiered on the 26th of March, and we've got 3 episodes so far.
Oh, they dropped 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that just dropped last week. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it did,
okay.
yeah. Literally just become available. And again, it's comic book based. It's based on a comic book by Robert Kirkman, but it's definitely adult. This cartoon is not for kids.
Okay. So it's more not for kids than maybe the MODOK series.
Oh, yes. Yes. I've never read the comic, or I know of it, but think like an animated, like The Boys, it's that kind of idea.
Gotcha. Okay. Which I have watched. I watched the first season of The Boys. I didn't watch the second season yet.
Yeah, I don't think the second season was up to much from what I've heard. But I did enjoy the first season. But I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. It's got a really good cast. It's got Stephen Yeun, J.K. Simmons.
Oh my gosh.
Voicing Zachary Quinto is in it as well.
Oh wow. I love J.K. Simmons. I love him.
Me too.
He's just too much. He's like everywhere. He's got an Oscar and a BAFTA, and he still voices Yellow M&M for the M&M's commercials. It just blows my mind.
And Mark Hamill is in it as well.
Oh, no kidding.
Hmm?
Well, he has made quite a name for himself as a voice actor these days. And Battle Him 63 says, I forget to check out Amazon Prime for shows all the time. I do too. I'm usually there for shopping. And that's so weird because I'm such a huge Expanse fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, what?
Amazon's kind of weird. As much as I like it, you don't get the updates the way you used to when I used to have Netflix. Because Netflix, you used to get kind of updates all the time, and you knew exactly where to find anything that was new. But with Amazon, it's kind of weird the way they've got it set out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always just forget to check, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend it. I enjoyed it anyway.
And Sven the Naked Nordic Ninja. Boy, that's a lot. Thanks, Sven. It says Invincible's animation is similar to older 90s cartoons like Gargoyles or Spider-Man. The VO is pretty good and the plot is interesting, but there are quite a few woke moments. I spotted woke moments in several series, I think because we're a little more sensitive to them now.
Yes.
Especially, I caught a couple woke moments in Resident Alien, but the show itself is fine.
Yeah, I don't mind it as long as it's not being shoved down your throat. And I'd agree with Sven. There are a few woke moments. So I was like, really? But on the whole, you can kind of just roll your eyes and just
yeah,
keep enjoying the show for what it
and
is.
plug through it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient One has a comment for you.
Yes, I just saw that one. I haven't been on Instagram recently, sweetheart, but as soon as the show's finished, I will go and check and see you. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, thank you, Ancient One. And Colin P. Smith says something about Seth Rogen, Michael Dorn, and Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown, I love, because he's Mr. Krabs.
I loved him all the way back to Highlander.
Me too. That's the first time I ever remember him, and he scared the bejesus out of me in Highlander. But what I can't let go of is that he's Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob.
Yeah, me neither. It's just so weird.
I know,
and I was never
so
a big
weird.
fan of SpongeBob anyway, but it's just like, wow. Clancy Brown.
SpongeBob ruled in my house. AJ was apeshit for SpongeBob SquarePants. So that and Dora the Explorer. Sorry. Speaking of SpongeBob, I did see a little news article come across for Nickelodeon pulls 2 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants from its streaming service over inappropriate and quarantine-related content.
Really?
Yes. And I just saw it just now, and I'm like, wow, that's weird that we ended up talking about SpongeBob. As of March 27th, both the season 3 episodes, Midlife Crustacean, and season 12 episode Quarantine Crab, have been removed from Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime. During the writing of this article, the episodes were also pulled from YouTube TV.
Huh.
According to the Nickelodeon spokesperson who spoke with IGN, Midlife Crustacean has been out of rotation since 2018 following a standards review, which determined that some story elements were not kid appropriate. When asked about the specific story element was not kid appropriate, the spokesperson offered no comment. Yeah, hashtag Pod Racing Palpatine cancel the sponge.
Does it say what parts were classed as not kid appropriate anymore? And does it really matter if this happened in 2018?
I was going to say this is 2018. So why all of a sudden is it a big deal in 2021? I mean, this is 3 years ago now. I mean,
good morning, Larry. Good to see you.
Larry. Good morning. Good to see you. But yeah, however, it has been assumed that the story element in question was the episode's panty raid, which SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs embark on a panty raid in order to help Mr. Krabs snap his midlife crisis, only for the trio to discover that they had accidentally raided the underwear drawer of Mr. Krabs' mother. Okay, that's a little weird, but I bet it would have been funny as hell.
Remember SpongeBob? It was kind of weird anyway. I mean,
yeah,
that lives in a glass dome under the ocean,
under the sea, and she's from Texas.
Yes.
She's a Texas squirrel. It's like, what the hell? Cam, good morning.
Good morning. To see you in the chat. Oh my gosh! And Cam has had 2 inches of snow.
Oh, we live in Vermont. That's why. I mean, you guys can still ski until July.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pat S. Squirrel. And let's see, the second episode that they mentioned, Quarantine Crab, was pulled out of sensitivity for the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, the representative explained that the Quarantine Crab centers on virus storyline so we decided not to air it due to sensitivities surrounding the global real-world pandemic. And there's this great picture of Patrick who looks stoned out of his mind, but that's also Patrick. He always looks that way.
That's pretty much the status quo.
Yeah. In the episode after discovering a supposed outbreak of clam flu at the Krusty Krab, a health inspector quarantines the staff and patrons inside the restaurant. Okay.
All right.
At the time, as time progresses, the quarantine begins to become paranoid and distrustful, eventually turning on anyone they believe to have the flu and locking them away in the restaurant's freezer.
Yeah, you just can't take it seriously, can you?
No, I can't. It's freaking SpongeBob, for crying out loud. I mean,
when the hell did people get so sensitive over cartoons? I mean, I remember Ren and Stimpy and all those sort of cartoons.
Oh my God, Ren and Stimpy.
I'm watching those, and it was never an issue.
I know. Well, Ren and Stimpy, if I remember correctly, aired on just Cartoon Network, didn't it? It wasn't part of like Adult Swim or anything like that until much later.
I don't think so. At least the first season. I remember watching it when I was a kid.
And then, I bet it was Nickelodeon. Guys, we trust our chat.
Yeah, it was Nickelodeon. Yeah.
It was Nickelodeon? Okay.
It was Nickelodeon, yeah.
Clam flu, the new name for the Voldemort virus.
I don't think anything like Nick at Night or anything like that, if you guys had that, after the watershed kind of.
Yes. Nick at Night. Mm-hmm. And Pudgy's here. Hi,
Hey,
Pudgy. I gotta tell you, I have my swear jar ready, so if I ding and swear, I'll put a quarter in the swear jar. I promise to try not to, but if I do swear, all the money I raise goes to a good cause. It'll go to Mary's charity, which is mentioned in our comments below, in our description. So, guys, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this whole SpongeBob thing off as people being overly sensitive, as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this isn't the first time that SpongeBob has had, episodes cancelled or edited, if I remember correctly. So
yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I am. It's just like,
resounding, I don't care from me on that one.
It's just like, yeah, so are we going to cancel SpongeBob now? Cancel the sponge. Hashtag, you guys run with that. Andrew Stewart, the 80s and 90s had great cartoons. Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they did.
And what does Chris Persia say?
Chris says Ren and Stimpy was released on standard TV Saturday morning in Australia. I guess we're more tolerant. I'm pretty sure it was aired in the morning over here as well.
Really?
Yeah, and I think same with Rocko's Modern Life, I think it was, which also kind of pushed the boundaries.
Oh, jeez. I was going to say, that's one I've never heard of. So.
Justine, you're all good, honey.
You're good.
It's just us. It's just us that need to put money in the swear jar if we if we swear too much.
If we swear too much, because I don't want to swear too much around Pudgy, but Pudgy did say the new F word is fudge.
Okay.
So does that, if that counts, Pudgy, let me know with a ding and I'll put a quarter in the swear jar. And Andrew Stewart says Rocko's Modern Life was good too.
Yeah, I was never a massive fan of it, to be honest, but I know it kind of had like a cult following, kind of like Daria, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But a lot of people liked it, and I think it was on MTV as well, somebody mentioned.
Okay. Larry says swear all you want, right? It's for a good cause.
But yeah, I'm sure it was just aired during the daytime. I don't think it was censored, or it wasn't, nobody made a big deal out of it.
Right. Speaking of cartoons, fudge with nuts. Okay, everybody's talking about fudge now. You guys are killing me. I haven't had sugar in since January.
Wow.
True story, guys. True story. Gonna need some fried Grabthar's hammer. Oh, here we go again with Galaxy Quest. And Pod Racing Palpatine says Duckman was a classic. Was it?
I don't recognise Duckman, or if I
Me
do, maybe I did, but I've forgotten about it. It doesn't ring a bell, sorry.
Yeah,
Courage the
that's not
Cowardly
ringing a
Dog,
bell.
I remember. Yeah. Mark.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
pretty awesome. AJ watched that too. I don't think he should have, but whatever.
It was weird. I think that's the best way to describe that show. A lot of them were. But again, people really, if you didn't want to watch it, you didn't watch it. It's simple.
Yeah. But I'm still one who hasn't seen much of the Batman the animated series, so that's on my list of stuff to watch. You guys have sworn to me up and down that it is really good, and I believe you. I do remember watching a couple episodes when I was younger, but when was it on? When did Batman air?
Came out early 90s, 93, I believe.
Okay. That's why.
Mm-hmm. So that was another Saturday morning cartoon.
Chris Persia says Duckman starred Jason Alexander as the voice talent. That's why I never saw it, because I can't stand Jason Alexander. Oh, he's a butt.
That question. So Duckman's not going to be on this to watch this then?
No, definitely not. I didn't watch much of Seinfeld when it was on either. 90s, that's going BP before Pudgy. Aw, Pudgy, it's okay. But Duckman, Brightest Day says Duckman is underrated. I have to take your word for it. I'm not going to watch it now.
Just on principle. No, it's one of those that I think passed me by. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's good. It's not even familiar to me, so it must have just skated right past me too.
What were you saying about animated series then?
Well, there's a lot of animated series is I didn't get to watch because I was busy, but Pat S brings up a good one, Captain Caveman. I used to watch that every Saturday morning. I did. DuckTales I've watched before. Batman the animated series turns 30 next year.
Yeah.
Oh God, it does? Oh, frack. Now I feel really old.
I've still got time to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, if it's 30 years old, I'm not going to be okay. No, you're making me really uncomfortable, Project Storytime. Holy cow. But yeah, I watched Powerpuff Girls with the kids, I watched
which is also coming back, if I remember correctly.
I think so. It'll be woke as hell.
Well, it is. From what I've heard, it is.
Oh dear.
So scratch that one off the list. Not that I was a big fan of it anyway, but the cartoon was kind of cute, I guess.
Animaniacs. Yep, love the Animaniacs. Loved it. And Wacky Races. Yeah, I watched all of those guys when I was a kid. Mark the Infinitely Tired says I caught so much grief when my youngest was 5 and she would watch Family Guy with me. I'm cool, Dad. You know what? AJ watched Family Guy with us. and The Simpsons. I'm starting to wonder now how I may have raised my child. Huh.
Sounds like it was a good show. The Simpsons was funny, but and Family Guy.
So was Family Guy at one point. Film Lars, good morning. What's going
Good
on? Not a whole.
morning.
We're
Good to
doing our.
see you.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, we're just doing a kind of
We're doing our
weekend
thing.
wrap up and kind of going over a few of the big stories and there's been a heck of a lot of trailers drop. I mean, the one that's the
Yeah.
biggest one, obviously, Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I saw that on Instagram.
What did you think of it?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that trailer.
There's a whole lot going on in that trailer. In fact, I need to sit down and actually watch it on a larger screen instead of just my phone. I
Hmm.
was like, what the hell did I just watch?
Yeah,
Mostly John Cena trying to be funny.
James Gunn, the hell out of that film.
I was going to say, Um, it's
I
James
mean,
Gunn. So, I mean, I know you're not a big fan of James Gunn.
not really. No, to be honest, he's not on my list of favorite directors as much as I do like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I
See, I
don't
do like
like
him.
him. Mm.
Oh, you mean as a human? You don't like
Yeah,
him?
as a person, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little creepy.
He's a lot creepy.
Okay, I was trying to be cool about it, but
But at least, it only took him 3 films to get Harley a decent costume. Yay.
I know, right? I mean, in the first um Suicide Squad, when she was hanging there in her cage,
Hmm.
I made the t-shirt that says burn after use. Um that was a pretty cool costume and I would cosplay the hell out of that. But and the rest of her costuming for that film was pretty good. It's Birds of Prey that it was awful. I'm like, oh,
Yes. What was it that they called it? Hot Topic Harley?
Hot Topic Harley. And I've got to say, one of my favorite burlesque dancers down here in Dallas, and she's also a really great friend of mine. She does an awesome cosplay of Harley. And she went to Hot Topic and got the new stuff
Oh gosh.
and did that cosplay. And I'm like, oh, honey, no. No, don't do that. No, don't do it. Oh, she did it.
She did it. I mean, I'm sure she looked great, but
She did. She looked magnificent, but I'm just like, no. Go back to the other one.
get the classic red and black leotard. That would look
Yeah,
amazing.
which she has. She's got the classic black and red leotard and, the whole 9 yards. And she looks spectacular in that whole costume. In fact, she did with her other half, she did that pose of Harley and Joker dancing.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's got it on a t-shirt. I think I have it on a sticker, as a matter of fact. She redid that pose and it was just like, oh yes, she captured the essence of Harley Quinn. It was just, yes, but not the no.
And Tadas brings up a good point. He says, Purple Valkyrie never thought I'd see Polka Dot Man on the big screen. To Mark as well. Yeah, they've got such a big cast. I would be highly surprised if half of them make it to the end of the film.
I was gonna say, well, I've seen Suicide Squad a couple of times. I got to admit, guys, as much as it sucked, yeah, isn't Stallone doing? You know what? Purple told me that this morning. I did not know that. I thought the voice sounded familiar, but she told me in the green room, and I'm like, no way.
Oh yeah, it's Stallone.
Oh God.
Yes.
But as I was admitting to seeing Suicide Squad several times, I kept it on a loop as I would work on a project. It was just noise.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like, Enchantress. I did really like it.
Oh, honey.
I mean,
okay.
Not the whole movie,
just
but
the character.
The character, and I'm a big fan of Viola Davis.
Yeah, I would admit Viola Davis as Amanda Waller kind of nailed it.
Yeah. And she's back again, obviously. But what they did to Slipknot sucked. I mean, come on. We barely developed this character. I barely knew it was Slipknot. I had to wait and see who this character was at the end of the film, and I'm like, who the hell did they just kill off?
Was he integral to the plot? I guess not, because he's
I
gone.
guess not. But he was supposed to be part of this Suicide Squad, and of course he flips out and they push the button. I'm like, oh my god.
Says that was not Enchantress.
Okay, well, Lord Thoth, you have to enlighten me, honey. Because I'm not a comic book geek per se. Yeah, justice for Slipknot, brightest day. Oh, Lord Thoth says June Moon is a ginger. Ah, that makes sense. That explains all the hate for Enchantress then. Okay.
That, and I'm not a big fan of the actress who played her, who I can never remember her name.
Oh, Cara Delevingne?
Yeah, Delevingne, that's it.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Okay. She's more of a model to me than an actress, to be honest. Good morning, Gun Bunny.
Morning, Gun Bunny. Good to see you, sweetheart.
It's bunny season anyway. It's almost Easter.
But looking at this cast, it just goes on. No wonder the trailer was like 3.5 minutes long.
They had to get everybody in there.
They did, and they have to introduce all the new characters as well because there's so many of them. Because Idris Elba obviously is now Bloodsport. We had a brief scene with Michael Rooker, who's Savant.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Jai Courtney's back as Captain Boomerang.
Yes.
Obviously, Margot Robbie is back as Harley.
Right.
And, they gave her a lot of screen time because people love her. John Kinnaman is back as Rick Flag.
There's so many people. Well, Nathan Fillion was in the trailer, and I didn't even realize it was him until after the fact. Yes. And I'm like, who is he?
He's DDK.
Okay.
Sean Gunn is in it. He's playing the Weasel. So that thing that was licking the window. That's Sean Gunn.
Oh my god. I was like, what is that and why is it licking the glass? Creepy.
You just want to hit it with a rolled up newspaper, don't you?
Yeah. Kinda.
It was great to see Peter Capaldi. I'm kind of curious to see as Thinker. And then we also had John Cena as Peacemaker.
Oh God! I wanted to ask you about Capaldi because I was racking my brain to remember who he was, and then I looked up, the cast and was like, holy shit! I knew that face from somewhere from Doctor Who.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Pat S says, "Don't get attached to Nathan's character." I
would say don't get attached to anyone that isn't Margot Robbie, to be honest, or Idris Elba. I don't think most of them are going to make it to the end of the film somehow.
Yeah. Project Storytime says, as long as Peter Capaldi makes it, I'll be happy. So is he supposed to be a bad guy that's part of the Suicide Squad thinker? He
seems to be the villain of the show. At least he should be. So it seems to be like they're trying to capture him or break him out.
Okay.
Like I said, watched the trailer. I've watched it half a dozen times.
Okay.
And I'm still
trying twice
to give what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still trying to figure out who the hell is what. Yeah, Peacemaker is John Cena. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, John Cena. Ugh. Stick to funny commercials in wrestling.
But it was very, very James Gunn. Obviously, you've got he's going to have chosen his soundtrack very carefully, so that's going to be, based off the idea of how well he did with Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he's going to take it that way. It's obviously going to be rated R, just going by the trailer.
Yeah.
King Shark rips the guy in half and eats something.
Okay. Cavitanium Trooper Che just called me out. I got to make a donation to the swear jar. So I don't have a real quarter in front of me, so I'm going to drop one of my challenge coins from The Expanse into my glass here. Ooh, that was really loud. So that's a quarter into the swear jar, Cavitania Trooper Che. That was really loud. I'll just keep it out in case I start swearing again.
It could happen.
It could happen. So,
judging by the chat, a lot of people have lost interest in John Cena.
Yeah.
He was never that great an actor anyway, bless him. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy, but I think Paris has kind of nailed it. He's not The Rock.
Yeah, I was going to say, somebody else said that to me the other day. He's the poor man's Rock.
We don't need another Rock. We've got The Rock everywhere.
No, we don't. It's like, we're fine.
Yeah, I was a bit meh on it, to be honest. It's not going to be one that I'm going to rush out to go see.
No.
I didn't like Suicide Squad, and I haven't seen Birds of Prey, so...
Yeah. Bone, good morning. What's up?
Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, Steve Mitchum, we need Stone Loki on that swear jar will be full in 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. Especially if he's on a rant. But
it's for a good charity. So
it's for a good cause. So I'll have to try to curse more. I just don't want to curse too much around Pudgy. I don't want to upset him. But if he says that the new F word is fudge, then, maybe I can make some concessions and drop one in. And John Cena would be a good voice for Geode. I guess so. Yeah, I think we can get behind that one. Haas says there's a running joke in the wrestling community about John Cena only ever knowing 3 wrestling moves.
John Cena's a GoBot for K-Mark.
Oh my God, Pat S., you are on a roll this morning, buddy.
It's nuts. Sunny Boy says if it would be typical, then meet the Brit, Capaldi, the real villain. And I'm just wondering what accent he's going to have.
Oh, jeez.
Because he's got a really, really strong Scottish accent. And I know he, when he played the Doctor, when it was broadcast with you guys, a lot of people kind of had trouble understanding what he was saying. Yeah.
I was going to say, his accent is heavier than David Tennant, if I remember correctly. Again, I haven't watched Doctor Who. Yeah, I know. Hashtag cancel Sammy. Maybe I'll drop another quarter in the swear jar for that one. So, hey, Keely.
Hey, Keely, good to see you.
So that's 50 cents in the swear jar, But
but on the whole, what did you take away from it? Did you enjoy it, or did you think it was just a hell of a lot that they were throwing?
It was a lot.
It really was.
It was so much. I'm like, why are we trying to cram this much into this trailer? Are you really trying to sell it that badly because the first one did so shitty? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean,
see, we've got a while before this comes out. I think it's August, I think next year, if I remember correctly. So I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. But I mean, it's one to keep an eye on. I'm not gonna, go nuts to go watch it. Unfortunately, I don't know. It might be I'm just a little bit burned out on comic book films and TV at the moment.
They're making fun of my swear jar.
Yes, they are.
Coming soon to a theater near you. Oh my God, I can't do this again. Oh, don't go, Agent One.
God, love to get back to the theatres. That's still then open until the 17th of May, which means I'm going to miss seeing Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong, whichever
one you want to call it.
I'm looking at
I'm looking up to see if my local theater is going to play it because some of our cinemas are open. So, but still, it's like I told you in the green room, I'd rather watch it with you on a big screen than, a tiny screen in my house. It's just like, Chris Purges said Suicide Squad has an August 4th release date. So this August, Chris?
August. Okay, cool.
Okay. Just checking, but yeah, I want to see if Studio Movie Girl.
She said Congress versus Godzilla. No, it said Kong versus Godzilla, but
Congress.
that film I'd watch as well.
It's her accent. Let's see. Right now, they don't have it as coming soon. They do have a few movies out there.
Well, given that it's released in a couple of days.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be marketing it.
Exactly, Hess. You nailed it.
That Brummie accent, though.
Good ear.
How do you guys? That's unbelievable. It's like, well, I say it's unbelievable, but I can't pick out differences. I can only pick out differences between your accent and Starry-Eyed Girl's accent.
Oh, okay.
Like, and a little bit of Colin's, because I'm not sure where Colin is actually from in England. So, Bone, thank you for the $5 tip. That'll buy us a pizza.
I'm just gonna go and get that message. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. But yeah, Studio Movie Girl isn't even marketing Kong vs. Godzilla right now, so I would think they would have it as a coming soon, but they do not.
Would have thought so. I would have thought it would have been listed. Had that been the case. That's a shame. And thank you, sweetheart. He tipped us $5, but didn't leave a message. Thank you, darling.
Thank you. And Pudgy says, Pudgy, go over to Cobalt's house. Has 15-inch Pudgy Tell diagonal screen with a big box go boom. No need for movie theater. Probably a good idea. It might scare your quills off, kiddo. I'm just saying. Oh, you have to say what Mark says.
Nice. Mark says that Samantha Joe Purple has the posh accent. Oh, Haas, you're Geordie. Awesome. I did not know that. I love that accent.
Oh, so what's a Geordie?
Geordie is Newcastle accent.
Oh, that's closer to Scotland, if I remember my map correctly, right?
North, yeah.
North.
Further north, yes.
Okay.
It's further north than me.
And Battle Hymn says, I'll take that any. Ugh, I just can't take that Cockney crap that Jodie spews.
So I thought she kind of kept her accent. Did she change accents, guys, or did she keep her kind of Sheffield accent?
She's from Sheffield?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. See, you guys, I guess it's like accents here in the States. You go to different parts of the United States, you get a different accent. Like New Jersey and New York versus the South and the drawl. But Pat S. says, Samantha Joe and Purple Valkyrie, serious pop culture question once again. Mm-hmm. The Monkees have been passed over for an R&R Hall of Fame. Really? Love them or not, very few groups sold that many records in the 60s and the 80s. The Monkees got passed over again?
Is it because they're a pop group, do you think?
Well, there's other pop groups in there. I mean, they're the Monkees. Hey, they're the Monkees. I love the Monkees. I have all of their albums.
That
I do.
Doesn't surprise me.
I know. Oh, Colin says, which is why Starry's so irritated with Jodie. Okay.
That was the case. Yeah.
Mark, go ahead.
So I was just laughing at the chat. You guys are crazy. So now we've got monkeys in the chat.
Monkeys and accents. It's like, oh, okay.
Chris Persia said, it's weird that Godzilla vs. Kong had the March 25th release date, yet cinemas here won't show it until tomorrow. Huh.
Cinema's up in Canada then, I take it? Because we're not getting it until the 1st.
See, I haven't even checked to see if it's available for us. I know the only way that we can get it is via streaming. I think Amazon have got it, but obviously you've got to buy it, and it's a pay to rent, not pay to buy.
Right. You guys can only rent it. Oh, shit. And it's a 48-hour, if I remember you saying correctly, right?
That's right.
Ugh. That really sucks.
So I think for us, if I remember correctly, it was $15.99, which isn't as steep as some of the Disney ones that they did,
right?
Like in Mulan, but it's a little bit of a rip-off just to rent a movie tonight.
Yeah, I mean, but is that, we were talking before? Is that compatible with your cinema rates for going to see the movie in the theater?
It is. But given that I would much rather see it in the cinema, just to have the whole experience, to get to sit down, with friends and family. And this was one of the few films that I would have actually, gone out of my way to go see.
Yeah.
It's a little bit steep for me, to be honest.
Yeah. And that's kind of pricey just for a 48-hour rental.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our cinema tickets aren't even $15.99. Now, well, the cinema I go to, I mentioned it before, and I think some folks in the States might know of this particular chain, but it's called Studio Movie Grill. And you can go and have dinner and booze and watch a movie. So, it's like, it costs you a little bit more, but you get wine with it.
You get what you pay for, so it's more of it's a treat.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's more of a night out than just going to the movies, rather than going to dinner and all that stuff prior to, uh-oh, my dog's gonna bark.
Lucy.
Uh-oh, there's Lucy. She's got to go see what's happening. Hold on.
And Hasper, I can sit in a reclining leather seat at the local cinema for $18. £18, sorry, sweetheart.
You're not going to be quiet. My mom showed up, so the dogs are going to get crazy.
You did say that it was a busy day today.
Oh, and let's see. Haas says I can sit in a reclining leather seat at my local cinema for $18. Wow. Or is it 18 pounds technically, since I think he's in England as well?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I mean, the ticket itself, I want to say, is like maybe $11 or $12 if you go to the, the premium viewing time. I'm cheap. I usually go to a matinee.
I like matinees. Matinees are cool. They're usually quiet.
They're much quieter. And I never go, first run. I never go the first night anything drops, or the first weekend anything drops, because it's usually a little bit crazy. The only times I have gone for opening weekend are the Force Awakens. Yes, I paid to see it. I regretted it. Oh my god! But the place was packed, and I was in Star Wars gear. I dressed up. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I was hoping for great things with the revisiting Star Wars. Nope, I was sadly disappointed. It was very sad. So needless to say, I didn't pay for that again, but I did pay for, like Infinity War and Endgame, and the place was packed. And and we didn't go to see Endgame until the second weekend of release, and it was
Right.
still jammed.
Yeah, I think I left it a few days and it was still, full capacity when we went to see it.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I stayed clear of Twitter. I stayed off of Instagram. I didn't want any spoilers, even though I knew what, spoiler alert, Tony dies. Even though I knew that was happening, I was just like, that doesn't matter. What I didn't know was about the big
Anything else? Yeah.
scene near the end. I was just like, holy shit. Oh, hold on. I said shit.
There goes
Quarter the
another
swear
one.
jar. But hey, Naughty Monkey Wrath. I didn't know if I said hi to you before. I knew you were there. Everyone, yeah. I have no idea what cinema tickets cost over these days. Haven't been in quite a few years. Really, Colin?
To be fair, I can't quite remember what ours cost because last film that I saw was actually Joker in cinema
Ah,
before everything closed down.
before everything closed up. Yeah, that's the last one I saw. Was
Mhm.
Joker.
And I
And
think
oh my God.
we went during the day anyway, so it was a matinee performance.
I was gonna say, did you go to the matinee? I would have gone to the matinee for that one. I didn't. I went to a night showing of that, which I regretted because I had nightmares. But then Sven, the naked Nordic ninja. Boy, that's a lot to say. Oh, did I say 5 swear words, Cobalt? I'm sorry. Then I owe 2 more clinks into the till before we head off. He says, I used to love to catch a movie around 1 in the afternoon for $5, but then they raised the price to 8 a couple years ago, so I stopped going. I don't blame you. We still have a dollar theater around here somewhere.
Really? Didn't know
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah. It's operated by Cinemark. It's one of the older theaters. I don't think they've redone it yet. But I've never been. AJ used to go to the dollar theater all the time with her friends or his friends. So it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Going to the dollar theater. All right, have fun. Here's $10. Get some popcorn because that's what it's going to cost you. Pat S says $5 at the AMC on Tuesdays before 6. I did not know that.
Nice. So, to be honest, I'd be worth to spend the extra just to get the hell out of the house.
Right? At this point? Oh my God.
As I'm climbing the walls.
You haven't made it to the ceiling yet?
No. Getting there, but not quite. Oh my gosh. But fingers crossed that at least you will get to see it. I mean, they might release it, I suppose, but given that it's due to drop in a couple of days, I'm surprised it's not listed.
Yeah. I figured they would have been selling tickets for it already.
Yeah,
But
and
I
I
don't know
would have
what they're.
thought that would have been like one of the big hype things to get people back into the cinema because everybody seems to be
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking forward to it, but now I don't know if I can go see it in the cinema because I don't know if it's going to be there. I would like to go ahead and buy my tickets if that were the case. I mean, I would have to do like a Saturday night or a Saturday matinee because we've got a big show coming on Sunday, guys. Mark the Infinitely Tired says Raiders of the Lost Ark and Empire Strikes Back were the last 2 movies I saw on the big screen. Really? Last year when they were running older movies. No shit. Oh, hold on. So I think I have about $1.50 in the swear jar now.
So a lot of cinemas did that just to kind of, I suppose, recoup some losses. They started showing some
Mm-hmm.
of the older films,
Yeah.
which I think was a really good idea. There's quite a few films I'd like to see again on the big screen. I'd like to
Me
see
too.
Jurassic Park again.
I would love to see Jurassic Park. I would also love to see the original Jaws. on the big screen
that's a
again.
good one.
Yeah, Ancient One, hashtag swear jar. Yeah, I do have a potty mouth. I can cuss like a sailor sometimes, especially if I do something really stupid, which I've been known to do.
Oh my gosh, something going to be broke by the weekend. Possibly.
Possibly. We've got two more shows and Sunday to go.
Yes. So it's a distinct thing. Reviewing the 10 Commandments.
No, I probably will watch it, the 1956 version. I like that movie. I like it a lot. I mean, I know it's, the religious symbolism, and I'm not in any way Christian in any way, shape, or form, but still, I like the movie. I like old movies. I say shenanigans. You're just dropping your keys on the table. No, I've actually got, hang on, I will show you. I will turn on my camera and show you. Hi, guys. I am dropping this on my counter. It's my MCR challenge coin that I got with my Expanse package that we did a video on.
Tammy's like the queen. She doesn't carry change on her.
Yeah, I do have it. I just don't have it reachable. So I will post a picture on Instagram of the actual money in my swear jar after the show today. And Brightest Day. Oh, you love The Expanse too? You should check out our video that I did of an unboxing of all the goodies I got, because I got quite a bit.
Oh yes, it just kept on coming, didn't it?
That box, I swear, I thought it was never going to empty.
There was boxes inside of boxes. It's like Inception.
I was starting to feel like it was a bit of an Inception at the very end of it. I'm like, there can't be more stuff in here. So I'll pick up this one.
That was more stuff. Yeah.
There was more stuff. So here's my other one. This is the OPA one. If I drop this one, I might actually break glass, because this one is really heavy.
Yeah, keep a hold of that one.
Yeah, I'm going to keep a hold of that one. So, that's okay. But yeah, I am dropping a coin on glass on a counter. So I will, like I said, I will post pictures on Instagram of my swear jar.
Him says there's a stalker. I think that's one of the dogs, most likely walking back and
Yeah,
forth.
that's one of the dogs. Or my mom. They are heavy. They're all heavy. Just the MCR one, this one is the one I picked because it's the closest one to my hand without typing on the keyboard. Boxception, Andrew Stewart. You guys.
Chris Persia said we should do a watch party for the 10 Commandments, the extended edition, at nearly 4 hours.
Oh my God. I don't think I could sit still that long. I have to that's why I haven't watched Lord of the Rings, guys.
That's why, yeah.
That's why.
That's
you believe that.
Just sticking to it. Hello, Angela Straven. Good to see you, sweetheart.
Hey, Angela Straven. How are ya? Been a while. Good to see you in the chat. And with that, it's 11:05 and time for us to wrap up for this Monday. So,
yes.
Do we want to give the gang a sneak preview?
Let's save it for another couple of days.
Okay.
Because we need to decide on what exactly we're going to talk about. But
yes.
Yep. Definitely looking forward to Sunday.
But Sunday's 40 hashtag 40 like hype. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you,
One.
Ancient One. Thank you, sweetheart.
3 hours and 51 minutes, but the Snyder cut of the 10 Commandments would be 42 hours. Probably battle him. But yeah, it's time for us to go. So we will see you again on Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll be talking about something. And like I said, stay tuned because Sunday we have a big announcement for our Sunday show coming up. So you guys are going to love it.
Thank you, guys. You have a great day.
Have an
And I
awesome
will
Monday.
leave you with the little card that I made.
Yes.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Ah.